Plaintiff Jasmine Sank says when she met the defendant at work, everyone told her that the defendant was a recovering heroin addict. Jasmine claims after she and the defendant moved in together, she discovered the defendant was still using drugs, and she has text messages from the defendant threatening her life. Jasmine suing for identity fraud and an impound fee. Defendant Jade McQuitter admits that she used to be a heroin addict, but insists she's been clean for 3 years. Jade claims she was the only one who helped Jasmine when she had no one else to turn to. And now she's falsely accusing Jade of identity theft. Jade's countersuing for a bail bond and defamation.
Start with you.
I met Jade back in January 14th of last year. We worked together. We became really close friends. I was currently staying in a hotel, going through some rough times. I met Jade. Everybody at the job told me all about Jade, how she was a recovering heroin addict. She was on painkillers, but I like to get to know people for myself. So me and Jade started hanging out. I moved in with her when she offered, agreed to pay her rent, less rent than when I was paying at the hotel. After that, things went downhill. I was staying for a couple months. We were the best of friends. You know, stuff just got really bad with the drugs. She was going to get drugs all the time. She was getting drugs all the time. She would sell her link card to get drugs. She had people coming to the house trying to shoot up the house with her kids in there. She got jumped at Walmart for owing people money. So it just got too much. So I decided to move out.
Let me hear from you, man.
Okay, this is part of my defamation claim. She continues to say that I am a drug addict. I did used to use heroin, but I've been clean for over 3 years now. And she defamed my character. Jasmine, I've done nothing but help you when you had no one. I drove you around everywhere. I was totally wholly supportive.
The last time you used drugs?
The last time I used drugs was 3 years ago. I don't do heroin. I'm not a drug addict.
While you were living with her, you never purchased any drugs?
Nope, none.
Nobody ever came by?
Nope, not
selling drugs or using drugs?
I'm sorry, no.
All right, and what else you say happened? Did anyone come and shoot the house up while
They threatened.
Threatened to shoot the house
No,
up?
sir, that is incorrect. We live on the west side of Rockford. It's a little rough, but no one that I know.
You told her that you had a heroin addiction?
I told her, yes, my whole life. She was like my sister. She was my best friend.
Why do you think she's making this up today about when you all lived together?
Because she has a grudge against me, basically.
Why?
She's mad about her car, but that was not my fault.
Hold on, let me just get an understanding.
Okay.
She's mad about her car, therefore, she makes up this story about people threatening to shoot up the house.
Right.
She makes up the story about you being on drugs, all because she's mad about her car.
Correct. And because she knows my history and she knows where we lived.
Okay, well, let's get into why you would do that, because you're mad about your car. So what happened with your car to make you want to make up all these stories on her?
Your Honor, it's not just about the car. This is before the car situation even happened. I was friends with Jade for a long time. We were best
she says that?
Yeah. So I tolerated it, but I started becoming an enabler. I tolerated her being high all the time, her not paying enough attention to the kids.
She says none of that is true. Do you have any evidence of any of this being true? Because at this point, it's your word against hers.
Right, exactly.
And I want to hear what happened with this car to see if her explanation is reasonable.
Well, I have text
She says you have a grudge about this car, and that's the reason you're making up these stories. So that's why I need you to tell me about this car situation you're talking about.
Right.
What happened with a car? Or do you want to tell me about the car?
I'd love to tell you.
All right, tell me what it is about a car that will cause her to make up this story.
Jasmine lost 2 cars in the case of her living with me. Well, the second one was lost after she moved out. I would drive her everywhere. She's nervous about driving. She does not like driving. I would drive us back and forth to work. I have no license. She allowed me to use her name. She received tickets in her name. I received tickets in my name, going back and forth to pick up her boyfriend from Naperville in my name to drive her because she's so nervous all the time. I got pulled over, used her name. She was sitting directly next to me. She got pulled over. She got tickets. She doesn't even have to pay for those tickets when I used her name. She got her car impounded after she got her license taken away and was told she needed SR22. I bailed her out of jail. She got her car, that was the second car, that was impounded because she had no license, which she knew of. So that's what this whole thing is about. And she's blaming it on me.
That's what the part I'm missing. What is she blaming on you?
She's blaming the tickets and everything, the car, everything on me. Because I used her name once, driving her to Naperville to get her boyfriend.
Right, you helped
and when
her.
she was in the car, yes.
Why would someone have a grudge against someone that helped them? All you've done is help her.
Because
Why does
she
have
went
a grudge
to
against
jail,
you?
sir.
Huh?
She went to jail and her car was impounded.
Yeah.
That's why.
So why does she get mad at you, though? You didn't impound it.
Right, I understand.
Right.
But
So that's why is she
she's
mad?
trying to-
After all you've done for her, why would she
She's
get a
trying
grudge?
to blame it on me, Your Honor. She's trying to put the blame on me.
Why?
Because she it. Ask her.
No, I'm asking you. She's
don't know
going to
why.
deny that she did it. You're the
don't
one
know.
saying she did it.
I don't know why.
You never asked?
Nope.
Take a good shot.
Why?
Why did you do that?
Because she did it.
Because I did what?
You used my name. You
And
did.
you were in the car with
No,
me.
the day
You were not
used
in the
my
car
name,
with me?
January 31st, I was
were
not in the car with you,
And who
Jade.
came and bonded
I
you out
have
of jail?
proof.
Who came
you,
and bonded
You
you
bonded me out, but it wasn't your
right.
money.
Right, yes, it
It
was.
wasn't. It was my cousin's,
was.
you know, and you said the bond was $600.
Yes.
It was $300,
It was
Jade.
$600.
It was $300. At least if you're going to sue me for some facts.
Well, if you would sue me, then sue me
Come
for
on,
some
I got
facts.
proof, Your Honor. Would you like to see it? About the car, about her agreeing to pay for the tickets, 2 tickets.
Let's
I
see
got
it,
all on
please.
here.
What are these? Text messages?
Yeah.
You lie, you know you got the tickets and didn't tell me. This is your response. I didn't want you to be stuck with the tickets. I loved you.
There we
That
go.
was the
There
other
we go.
tickets when she was
Then
in
you
the
say-
car
I
with
know.
me.
I was
Then
never
you
in the
say,
car.
you got 2 tickets. All right.
Yes.
She was in the car.
Another time she says to you, what's this about a check?
Oh, that's my check that was cashed from the IRS. My refund check that was sent to her address.
Tell me what happened there.
Yes, when I moved out, my license came up missing. I thought it was just gone. Comes to find out,
The
it was
license wasn't
stolen.
missing.
Let her finish.
Yeah, my ID was stolen. So I got a new ID. Come to find out, here goes 2015, time to file taxes. I got a trace on my taxes because I never got them from 2013 for 2014. The IRS did a trace. It went back to Jade's address saying they sent a check on October 24th. It was cashed October 29th. I was at work when it was cashed at 5:48. My job, punches, I was at work from 1 to 10. And it went to her address. And I got it. If you look at the signatures, completely different from the check the original check that was signed. This is the signature of the check that was sent to her address, October 29th. It was cashed.
Ma'am, you know anything about this?
Nope, I didn't find out about the check until she called me saying that she was going to call the police if I didn't call her back.
What'd you say?
I called her back to see what was going on, and she was yelling about a check that I didn't even receive. She got all of her mail. She had already been moved out of my house.
So that's what I'm saying. When
She
you-
told me that it was cashed in Beloit, Wisconsin, and that was her reasoning for saying that I
Did you ever
cashed.
deny it?
Yes.
Okay.
I told her the whole time I didn't ever cash that.
All right, because what I'm looking at, you didn't deny it.
Oh, really? It
No,
says I cashed
really?
it.
All you did is threaten her. You threatened her. You said, you're dead. Leave me alone. I'm thinking about killing you. That was your response when she said, all I did was move out and you cashed my check. I would have gave you the money at the time if you needed it. See, you were able to convince me so well because you were a good dope fiend.
No.
A good dope fiend is able to tell their story well. So you are a good dope fiend. So sue me for defamation as you sue her, because I believe, it is my opinion, that you are a dope fiend also. That's not defamation to have an opinion about someone. My opinion of you is like you say you were. My opinion is that you are. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed. Hers is granted.
Thank you. God don't like ugly.
Yeah.
God doesn't like ugly.
You're the ugliest one of them all.
Hey, that's all right. I'll be ugly, baby, but I just won. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Ugly.
I told you what's done in the dark comes to light, Jade. I told you. You played me. You played me. Didn't I tell you I was going to win in the end? You cashed a $500 check. I hope it was worth it, because I just $2,300.
It was worth it.
Riding. I'm going to be driving. I'm going to be back driving.